My name's Sandy. I've been the Dunlop Canadian rep for nearly 20 years now. It's our 5th year with CSBK. Today we're talking about the new tires that we've produced for the lightweight class. The new tire is called the Q3 Plus. It is based on our street tire. These are the actual tires here. We did have the opportunity to test 2 sets at Shannonville last round with excellent results. We went 3 seconds a lap faster on the tire, which was a great improvement. It is remarkably good. We've had amazing success. It was introduced just after August in Moto America. We were down at Pittsburgh, and Colin and I and others were even commenting, well, even the lean angles are much greater. The tire is essentially a street tire. It is excellent with no warmers, and we don't feel that they are necessary. Now, that being said, we do have exceptions at times. Cold, chilly mornings, that first race of the year at Shannonville in June or end of May, and even Grand Bend. And at that point, Colin would give you an extra warm-up lap. Operating temperature for this tire is 50 to 60 C. Our race tire, like the slick we use in Superbike and 600, is 80 to 100 C. So if you do use a tire warmer on it at a regional or a track day, because I can't stop you from doing that, if you want to, please note that you should heat them to about 50. Any more, you're damaging the tire. So then when you come to a national and don't get to use warmers, and you've cooked the thing, please don't come over and say, this thing doesn't work great. Because I don't know that you've heated it to 100. And most people won't volunteer that to me. They just tell me it doesn't work good. As far as wear, this particular set went all weekend at Shannonville, and there's still plenty of meat on it. So I don't think that they last quite as long as the Alphas, but the Alphas you can almost go all season. Pressures are a little different this year. Cold pressures are 30 front and 20 rear in this tire. We didn't even hit the right target at the last regional. We've done more testing since, and what you want to see off the track, shoot for around 34 and 24 rear. So when you're coming off, you want to do your check, and that is about the range. Okay. The beauty of this tire, it was originally designed for a 600 or 1000 sport bike. All right, that compound, we actually use a blend of that in our flat track and our supermoto. It's been a very versatile compound that we use. The reason it works so well, as good as a race tire would work on this particular bike, because it doesn't have the horsepower or the weight to produce those high temperatures. Like we'd see at Mall Sport, 125 C on Jordan Zoke's rear tire, 100 on the front. This compound would literally melt at that temperature. Once they start to see 70, they get greasy. But because that 40 horsepower weight limit approximate, they run around 50. That's how we've ended up that compound works so good on that chassis with that horsepower. So it's a great fit, great for you guys. Good warm up, no warmers necessary, great life, cheap price. You could buy them at a dealer. You know, it's a win-win, and we get to show how good our regular street tire is compared to other brands and their racing compounds. So I'm sure you guys will love them. We'll have, I guess, 2 sizes was a last-minute adjustment. They're 110 and 150 combo for the 300s and 400s, and then we'll have a 120 and 160 combo for the 500. For the CBR 500 at 255 or 65 a set. That includes, of course, your trackside support and your free installation. That is around dealer cost if you're a dealer for them. And then you get us and the free installation. So we were maintaining our Alpha 13 pricing, which is hard to do when you've put a lot of R&D in a new tire. But we're keeping that price because we want to try to keep it cost effective and and competitive for everyone. And that's a pretty fair price, we think. To get scored and raced legally in CSBK, you have to buy them off the Dunlop truck. That's right. So they have to come through us or Pro 6. If you're racing a regional or your rider's doing a track day and you want to order them out of Motovan or T-Bow, yeah, go ahead. But you can't use those at CSBK. You guys do have the option of considering not going for rain tires this year. The grip level in the wet conditions on this tire is much improved, like up to 50% improvement. So for those patchy wet days, you may as well leave that on. If it dries at the end, you'll have the advantage. Think about the flexibility when it's starting to rain. You're not scrambling for the change. You don't have to have the extra wheels, But I'm not racing the class, so I'm not prepared to make that call. If you did choose the reins, I'm not forcing you, but asking you kindly, please buy them ahead of time, because with a new class like this, I can't guarantee that I'm going to have what I need when it comes to reins, because it is just don't know. I'm not going to drive all the way out to Shuby with 30 sets of rain tires and 50 sets of dry tires in case you show up. So a few emails, a little bit of communication. We all have mobile devices. The email for Dunlop Canada, which goes to me, is dunlop@pro6cycle.com. So if you have wear issues, pressures, questions, you're at a track day somewhere, I'm usually really good and get back right away. If you're going to Shuby and you've checked the long term, you say, hey, Sandy, I think I might want a set of reins. Just drop me an email. That's dunlop@pro6cycle.com. Okay? Let's stay in touch that way. As far as the dries go, I do guarantee there'll be plenty of dries at all the events. The reins is the question mark. All right? Thank you.